pleasant day to all of you. I am Angela Beatriz Gauma, one of the hosts in this campaign that is entitled Can Tell Me? Opening the Unheard Truth, a public awareness campaign on destigmatizing mental health issues. The main objective of our campaign is to restructure the idea of the viewers when they hear the word mental health. How about you? When you hear these words, what comes first into your mind? I know that you already have an initial knowledge about this issue, but as we goes on with this program, I hope that you will realize how mental health is just as important as physical health and how mental health issue is just as destructive as cancer and other existing serious illnesses. Can Tell Me is launched to raise an awareness about the significance of mental health and break the mental health stigma that leaves so many people suffering in secret. Our vision is to create a culturally competent, holistic environment that promotes people's mental health awareness and development. This will be accomplished through the implementation of successful campaign awareness and mental health consultations. Our mission is to raise an awareness about the significance of mental health and break the mental health stigma that leaves so many people suffering in secret. This includes promoting a welcoming environment as a way of supporting the psychological well-being of everyone. When we talk about mental health, it is one of the most important things at every stages of our life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. It is because it includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It is also important in a way that it determines how you're able to operate psychologically, emotionally, and socially among others. Mental health permits productive work output and allows you to have a meaningful contribution to the society. Mental health stigma among Filipinos. There seems to be lack of sensitivity in referencing mental health issues in our country. One of the most popular beliefs is that depression and anxiety are non-existent and that mental illnesses are something to be ashamed of. In the Philippines, this topic is really taboo. Many people seem to be unaware on how serious it is to be suffering from depression and anxiety. Maybe because anything about mental is not being tackled thoroughly in their household, which should be necessary because the people in the household should be the emotional and mental support of each individual. As the pandemic year started, the suicide mortality rate in the Philippines also rose into 57%. And according to the PSA, suicide is the 25th largest cause of death in the year of 2020. There are various causes of mental health issues. First is biological factors such as genes or brain chemistry. Second is the life experiences such as trauma or abuse. And third is the family history of mental health problems. How would you know if you were suffering from mental health issues? Well, psychiatrists say that your sufferings and pain may differ from other people. In emotional symptoms, anger, anxiety, contempt, excitement, fear, happiness, joy, and sadness are just a few examples of a normal emotional reaction on your surroundings. On the other hand, disproportionate, intense, persistent, or unstable emotional reaction might suggest an underlying illnesses. Emotional symptoms can also be associated with aggression, agitation, feelings of emptiness, guilt, helplessness and hopelessness, and loss of pleasure. Although mental health issues like depression and anxiety do not really have physical symptoms, but it can cause real changes in your body. It can, for example, impede your digestion, causing gastrointestinal issues. Depression also appears to be linked to faulty nerve cell networks or pathways that connect brain locations that process emotional data. Some of these networks can also detect physical discomfort. Short-term and long-term effects of mental health issues. For the short term, people who were suffering from this condition might estrange from their peers in the short term due to perceived unfavorable personality features or habits. Hence, if this will not get any better, it can also have a long-term effect into an individual life since mental illness has the potential to lead into a suicide in the long run. There will be things that will remain blurry in our minds. Kasi sabi nila, hindi mo maiintindihan ng isang sitwasyon kung wala ka sa kanilang posisyon. That is why our production team prepare a short film for you to assess and see what probably comes into the mind of an individual who is suffering from a mental distress.
Sa mundong puno ng mga tanong, ay maraming katanungan ang nais kong bigyan ng sagot. Bakit? Bakit nga ba ako nandito? Bakit ako nagkakaganito? Dahil sa bawat pagpatak ng oras, ay tila nababalot ako ng takot. Takot na ba ako tulad ng iba? Hindi ko rin mahanap ang aking halaga.
I can remember when we walked together, sharing a love I thought would last forever. Moonlight to show the way so we can follow. Waiting inside her eyes was my tomorrow. Then something changed her mind. Her kisses told me I had no loving arms to hold me. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out.
Ako ay muling nakaramdam ng takot. Dahil ang mga pangyayari ay tila paulit-ulit, ngunit hindi na ito tulad ng dati. Pamilyar ang mga imahe sa aking paningin at pamilyar na rin ang lahat sa aking damdamin. Ang mga pirasong dapat sa akin ay bumubuo, ang siyang mismong dahilan kung bakit ako patuloy na gumuguho. Hindi ko naman inasam ang buhay na perpekto. Dahil alam ko sa sarili ko na kaya ko namang makontento. Ngunit sa mga panahong hindi napapahalagahan ang presensya ko, ang mga tanong sa aking isipan ay imbes na masagot ay tila lalong gumugulo. At kung minsan ay dadalawin ka ng pagod na hindi mo madadaan sa kahit anong uri ng pahinga. Ito ang konseptong palagi kong nadarama, pero kailanman ay hindi nawawala. At sa pagtakbo ng bawat minuto, nais ko na lang rin sumama sa mga ilusyon ko. Sapagkat napagtanto kong mas madali palang tumigil sa pagtakbo kaysa magpanggap na ayos pa ako. Sana tumatak sa mga isipan nyo na matagal na panahon ko rin namang pinanghawakan ang mga katagang kaya ko pa. Bago ko bitiwan ang mabigat na salitang hindi na pala.
And now, let me introduce myself to all of you. My name is Andres Mago Jr., your mental guidance for today's discussion. But before we continue the topic, I just want to assess you first. How was your day? I know it is hard fighting yourself alone, but please remember that battling with mental illness alone is not an option, but seeking help from professionals is a good way for you to recover faster. But perhaps you don't have doctors with you at home to always check on you throughout your mental breakdown. Another way that you can do is seeking help with your family, friends, and the person that you trust to talk about your worries and struggles. And if you really feel that this is not enough for you to cope up with your mental struggles, then let me share with you the 10 things that you can do for your mental health that will help you lessen suffering from mental health problems. Number 1, value yourself. Always value yourself and treat yourself with kindness and respect, and avoid self-criticism. Make time for your hobbies or things that will broaden your horizon, like doing a daily crossword puzzle, planting a garden, taking dance lesson, learning to play an instrument, or learning another language. Number 2, take care of your body. Taking care of yourself physically can improve your mental health. Be sure to eat nutritious meals, avoid smoking and vaping, drink plenty of water, exercise, and get enough of sleep. Living with mental illness can be tough for people who do not prioritize self-care. Make sure to take care of your body and do some exercise that will boost your mood, concentration, and alertness. It is the best way to cope up with problems and focus your body rather than thinking about negative thoughts. Number 3, surround yourself with good people. People with strong family or social connection are generally healthier than those who lack a support network. Make plans with supportive family members and friends, or seek out activities where you can meet new people, such as a club, class, or support. Number 4, give yourself. Volunteer your time and energy to help someone else. You'll feel good about doing something tangible to help someone in need, and it's a great way to meet new people. To help yourself, start helping others. Study shows that volunteering, donating money, or just thinking about helping others can release feel-good brain chemicals and lower the levels of stress hormones. Giving yourself will not only make you feel good, but also you will get a chance to meet new people who also have the same intention as yours, and that is to help people. Number 5, learn how to deal with stress. Like it or not, stress is a part of life. Practice good coping skills by trying 1-minute stress strategies, do Tai Chi, exercise, take a nature walk, play with your pet, or try journal writing as a stress reducer. Also, remember to smile and see the humor in life. In dealing with stress, you need to first recognize what made you stressed and make a plan how to avoid that. By avoiding stress situation as you can, removing yourself from the sources of stress, giving yourself a break, and changing your outlook in life. Number 6, quiet your mind. Try meditating, mindfulness, and praying. Relaxation exercises and prayer can improve your state in mind and outlook on life. By trying to meditate, praying, and practicing mindfulness, it will help you to relieve stress and eliminate your negative thoughts, which gives you relaxation. Number 7, set realistic goals. Decide what you want to achieve academically, professionally, and personally. And write down the step you need to realize your goals. Aim high, but be realistic and don't overschedule. You'll enjoy a tremendous sense of accomplishment and self-worth as you progress towards your goal. Number 8, break up the monotony. Although our routine make us more efficient and enhance our feelings of security and safety, a little change of pace can perk up a tedious schedule. Alter your jogging routine. Plan a road trip, take a walk in a different park, hang some new pictures, or try something new to rest. Number 9, avoid alcohol and other drugs. Keep alcohol use to a minimum and avoid other drugs. Sometimes people use alcohol and other drugs to self-medicate, but in reality, alcohol and other drugs only aggravate problems. Drugs and alcohol can change the way your brain and body works. It can be tempting to use drugs and alcohols as your coping mechanism when things get tough. But remember that this will not only lessen your problems, but also make your mental problems worse, as this will trigger your brain not to function well. Number 10, get help when you need it. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not a weakness. And it is important to remember that treatment is effective. People who get appropriate care can recover from mental illness and addiction and lead full, rewarding lives. Dealing with mental condition can be an incredibly isolating experience, and struggling alone isn't the answer to getting through difficult times. Seeking will ensure you that you can build a supportive community that understands what you're going through. This community can offer helpful and appropriate guidance and advice. For people who are not experiencing mental problems but wanting to help and give comfort to their friends who are struggling with it, here are some ways to help them release their problems. First thing you need to do is to get the facts. Research more about depression, anxiety, and mental health to help you better understand what they are going through. Learn more about the illness and its signs and symptoms. And learn how treatments work so that you will know what side effect and improvement you may see that might seem to work for them. Next is be there. Often, it's not going to be an advice that you give to your friends or loved one that makes the difference, but rather, just you being there when they need someone the most. Offer support, but be clear what you can do and you can't do to help. On the other hand, there are 9 guidelines to help you make your friend feel safe and give a sense of comfort when they are experiencing mental problems, which is also divided into 3 stages: talk, listen, and tell. The first stage is talk. Help your friends feel at ease in your presence. First, calmness is comforting. Don't panic, you'll only add on to theirs. Even though it might be upsetting to hear that someone you care about is distressed, try to stay calm. This will help your friend feel calmer too and show them that they can talk to you openly without upsetting you. Second one is be honest about your own struggles. Sometimes the best way to help someone open up is to say, me too. This will help them to feel relief and be open to share about their own struggles. Number 3, humor helps. Laugh with them, not at them. Having a good sense of humor can help you interact and connect with people who have mental health problems. But be aware of what you are going to talk about, because throwing insensitive jokes at them can lead them to become more depressed and decide not to share their struggles anymore with people. The second stage is to listen to them. Help them feel heard and understand all the time. Things you need to remember when listening to them is fourth, have a non-judgmental attitude. Create a safe space for your friend to open up. It is important to provide an open and non-judgmental space when talking to them. Always try to listen to them without making any judgmental look or attitude to encourage them to talk about their thoughts and emotions. Number 5, listen and empathize. If they're feeling like talking, ask them how they're doing and what you can do and what they find helpful. Simply giving someone space to talk and listening how they're feeling can be really helpful for them. If they're finding it difficult, let them know that you're there when they are ready. Take their feelings seriously. If someone is suffering from symptoms of a mental illness, it isn't possible for them to snap out of it, cheer up, or forget about it. They can change how they feel by simply trying harder. Often, they need time, support, and professional help in order to make a full recovery. When someone close to you has a mental illness, it's hard to know what to say. And no matter how good your intention is, telling someone to cheer up or let it go sends a damaging message. Number 7, reassure your friend that things are going to be okay and encourage them to get help or speak to someone. Seeking help can feel lonely and sometimes scary. You can reassure someone by letting them know that they are not alone, that you will be there to help. Number 8, back off if you have to. What they're going through is sensitive, and they may not be ready to talk about it or even visit a helping professional. But having someone who's willing to listen and talk anytime you're ready really helps. Let them lead the discussion at their own pace. Don't put pressure on them on telling anything they aren't ready to talk about. Number 9, respond to emergencies. Sometimes you might be your friend's 999. If you think they're in danger or at risk of hurting themselves or others, seek help immediately. You can always prevent a mental health crisis from happening. Seek immediate assistance if you think your friends or family member is in danger of harming themselves. With that, you have already saved your friends from suffering from mental problems by staying with them to listen and talk about their struggles, which is a big help in contributing to her good mental state. And that's wrap up about our discussion for today.
As stated by my partner, it is important to be there for the people who can't speak or tell what is going on within their minds. So, before ending this campaign, we would like you to feel that you are not standing alone because we are here and we are standing with you.
Hands, put your empty hands in mine. And scars, show me all the scars you hide. And hey, if your wings are broken, please take mine so yours can open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Oh, tears make a lot of scopes in your eyes. It hurt, I know you're hurting, but so am I. And love, if your wings are broken, borrow mine so yours can open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you.
The program has come to an end, and we hope that the idea of mental health was restructured in your minds. Once again, I am Angela Beatriz Gauma.
And once again, my name is Andres Mago Jr., your mental health guidance, assuring you that you will be safe with us. Opening your thoughts will be a big help in fighting mental problems in our community. Always remember that you are valid, you are not alone, your story matters. See ya!